Los Angeles Sparks basketball is presented by Casamigos. Brought to you by those who drink it. Beautiful sunset in Los Angeles. We marveled about how the Sparks able to put up 45 in one half against the Connecticut Sun. Well, that physicality showed up in the third quarter. Just 13 points scored by LA, but still a 3-point lead here as we start the fourth, Mary.
De'Erica Hamby did not take a shot in that third quarter. Rickea Jackson, 7 points on 3 of 5 shooting.
And she starts the fourth with a bucket. Rickea Jackson from the foul line.
The way she started the game. Get her the ball and let her go to work.
She is growing up right in front of our eyes, Mary.
Against the best defensive team in the league.
Crystal Dangerfield back in there. Good sign for LA. Here's Carrington looking to go baseline. Working against Nurse, who cut her off. 6 on the shot clock. Nelson Nadota to beat it. Needs some English from the rim. Can't get it. Carrington steals the offensive rebound away and muscles it back up and flexes in front of the crowd here at Crypto.com Arena. It's back to a one-possession game. Here's Dangerfield. Back heel. Long rebound snatched by Jackson. Here's Rickea Jackson out to Nurse. Corner 3. Good! Kia Nurse, her second triple. She's got 8 off the bench.
Huge bucket. Keep answering the Sun.
Foul away from the basketball. That's going to go against Dangerfield.
Rickea Jackson comes off that big, outstanding screen by Lee, and then Carrington. Maybe it's a jump ball, but it doesn't get called, and Carrington just rips it away. Nurse in the corner pocket.
First personal against Dangerfield, first team foul against the Sparks. Here's Bonner. Lost her dribble. Able to step through Hamby there.
It's a smart play.
Sun within 4.
Bonner just 9 points.
Nurse going to get to the line.
That's just a vet play, isn't it? You could feel the contact, just throw a shot up.
Kia Nurse had that big buzzer beater to end the first half for LA. And a huge 3 to start this quarter.
Brianna Jones has been sitting with those 4 personal fouls, and you know she's coming back. It's so important for LA to take advantage of the minute she is not on the floor.
You see Breezy Jones there. 18.7 boards tonight.
She does not play breezy. She plays tough.
An efficient 8 of 12 from the field. And Nurse can't get that second one to go. Alyssa Thomas, the lob underneath. Carrington rejected at the rim by Jackson, but a foul.
This game has brought something different out of Rickea Jackson.
Carrington gets up and down the floor so fast, Mary.
Just no wasted motion.
And she's like a gazelle. Talked to her about her being from nearby San Diego. Horizon High School, same school that produced Jared Dudley.
But what a great opportunity. Kate got in here very, very late Saturday night, early Sunday morning. Excuse me, Friday night, early Saturday morning. It's just some extended time in Southern California so that she can see some family.
And another offensive rebound off of a free throw allowed here by the Sparks.
Oh, Rickea.
Adota looking for the lob there, but Jackson, we talked about how her help side defense has grown immensely here.
Well, she
another example.
Just levitates.
Mabry in and out and back in again. Don't want to get her going.
No, you do not want to let her get hot, get confident, get opportunities.
Mabry now with 7. Here's Dangerfield getting the step. Couldn't get the reverse, and here's Thomas. The pitch ahead to Bonner. Nice transition defense by LA.
Great job by Lee getting back.
Bonner a 3.
Again, it feels like she's pulling it out, but again, she is just so outstanding at wherever she is on the floor offensively, she is a threat.
We're all tied up at 64 apiece. Kurt Miller has talked about this so often, trying to get this young Sparks team to the finish line.
Bonner just 3 at half.
4 on the shot clock. Jackson, a 3. Rebound, Nelson Nadota. Connecticut looking to jump in front here against LA. Carrington turning the corner. The step back over Hamby. Can't get it. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touch LA. And here comes Brianna Jones. Odyssey Sims up off the bench for LA to replace Dangerfield.
7:02 left in the ball game. LA up 1, and Jones back on the floor for Connecticut.
Brianna Jones back with those 4 personal fouls. Here's Mabry off the inbound. Can't put the Sun in front. Rebound Nurse.
Jones 18 points on 8 of 12 shooting so far.
Jackson spinning against Bonner, falling away. Rickea Jackson.
This crowd is just loving it.
She's got 22. Sparks by 2. Look out, bodies all over the place. Mabry shoots over them and puts Connecticut in front. First lead since 22-20 back in the second quarter. And a foul here on the pass as Jackson hit the deck.
Rickea Jackson just hooping this whole ball game. I mean, every move is a little something different in the Mabry. We already talked about it. If you let her get going and she feels the heat, the heat just keeps coming.
The Sparks find themselves down, and we're going to have a foul here offensively against Nurse. So first personal against Nurse. And Nurse looks like she's saying she grabbed me to the official there.
She is not the first Spark player to make that comment.
Physicality has been at a high here today. And not unlike the affair we saw in Boston.
That's right.
Back on August the 20th. Here's Jones across the block to Carrington on the lob. Timeout LA. It's a 10-2 run for Connecticut. Dejanay Carrington has been all in the middle of it. Connecticut by 3.
In this summer of spectacular rookies, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, we give you Rickea Jackson. 11 points in the first, already 11 points in the second half. 5 of 8, shooting every shot different than the next. A superstar in the making.
22 points for Jackson as we send it over to Nikki.
From staff to the Sparks in that huddle was that the Sun scored 6 straight points because they were more physical, and that LA needs to match their physicality. On offense, he wants to see his team set screens and then roll to the basket, opening up the paint for guards, and then all in all, a big emphasis on rebounding, guys.
Good stuff, Nikki. Jackson trying to go glass there, unsuccessful. Sparks down by 3. It's a 10-2 run here for Connecticut. Kurt Miller talked about needing to stop the runs of this Sun team. Here's Mabry. Can't get the 3. We're gonna have a foul going the other way. This will be against Jones. And that'll be her 5th, Mary. It's been one way to neutralize her.
Indeed.
It's been the fouls here in this second half.
Kurt Miller has talked so much about the snowball effect and how games change when the opponents go on the 6-0 and the 8-0, and that's exactly what has happened so far here in the fourth.
We have an offensive foul here. Foul charged against Lee, her 3rd. Sparks now with 15 turnovers. 16 points off turnovers for Connecticut. Could add to it here on this trip.
And you add the 13 second chance points. It's a lot.
This team feast off point off turnovers. As Bonner lost it, going down to get it is Jackson. The rookie looking to push. Has Nurse on the flank, right back to Jackson. And a traveling called against Rickea Jackson. Wow. And the Boo Birds come out. You be the judge. Thomas, left open, couldn't get it at the doorstep. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It'll be LA basketball.
Boy, all that length from Lee Yarou really making a difference inside.
All Brianna Jones can do is look on with those 5 personal fouls. You see how long Stephanie White can go with her on the bench. Right now, the Sun up by 3. Here's Bonner, 4 to shoot. Over to Carrington with 2. Puts it on the deck with 1. Carrington doesn't get it off in time. Much needed stop from LA, and they get it. Handling these moments has been tough for Stephanie White's bunch over the last couple of games. It's been tough for the Sparks all season long. Getting to the finish line. Down by 3. Here's Nurse. Ball batted away. Thomas scoops it up, and a foul in transition here against Sims.
Turnovers.
3rd personal against Odyssey Sims. Ray Burrell to check in and replace Kia Nurse. Azrae Stevens, after an extended rest, going to return and replace Lee. Remember Stevens, in case you're just joining us, 4 personal fouls. 3 of them came within the first 90 seconds of the 3rd quarter. So she's been sitting pretty much since then. 4 minutes left. Mabry, hard hedge by Stevens. Here's Thomas. Lane Parks, push shot, high off the backboard, won't go, rebound Hamby.
Dearica Hamby has not taken a shot in the second half.
Jackson, over to Hamby. Right back to Jackson against Nelson Nadota. Trying to work against Nelson Nadota. The fall away, and Jackson gets the whistle.
The focus of the Connecticut defense, one of them is certainly to take Hamby away. Those 10 first half points, 8 of them at the free throw line, and they have neutralized her.
Hamby 10 points, 6 boards, 3 assists. Here's Jackson at the stripe. Need a reason to quit vaping? Visit laquits.com or scan the QR code on your screen for resources and tips to help you quit today. So Jackson gets 1. She's got 23. Timeout taken by Stephanie White and the Connecticut Sun. We'll step aside. 3:36 left in this one. Sparks down by 2. It's been a physical battle here in downtown LA between the Sparks and Sun. Connecticut by 2. So take a look at the WNBA standings. The top 7 seeds have all clinched a playoff berth. So the only thing up for grabs is that 8th spot. And it's a battle for that between the Sky, the Dream, and the Mystics. The Wings still not mathematically eliminated. The Sparks are. Connecticut trying to get to that 2 seed, Mary.
Storm trying to get into the top 4, but Chicago again beating Dallas today without Reese, who is out for the rest of the year. We're so sorry to hear that news with the fractured wrist.
It happened against the Sparks on Friday night. She continued to play despite the injury, but it was announced yesterday. Here's Jones in deep, can't get it. Nice defense there by LA. Sparks an opportunity to tie or take the lead here as we approach the 3-minute mark in this 4th period. Sims getting downhill. Sims, a lot of contact, no whistle. Mabry, the long lead pass deflected out of bounds there by Jackson. How many times have we seen her do that tonight? I mean, she can be an all-pro defensive back with the number of plays she's made doing that in transition.
I was just thinking the same thing. You can see lots of contact, nothing there, but the closing speed by Jackson on this opening weekend of the NFL. We have just seen Rickea Jackson tonight take her game to another level.
So we're gonna have a coach's challenge here. Timeout taken by LA. So the challenge, the only thing that they can be challenging here is whether or not Jackson touched that basketball. It looked like she got the deflection, but maybe not. We'll see.
We know that Curt Miller was so frustrated with the lack of focus at times at the end of that Chicago loss. We haven't felt that here tonight. It has been a locked-in team on both ends.
So let's see who touched the ball here.
It looks like it goes off Bonner after Rickea.
Jackson touched it.
One more
Take
time.
another look at it.
It's a great angle here. I don't think that angle helps the Sparks. Do you like making predictions?
No.
I don't think it's going to get overturned.
I'm not in the prediction-making business, but I tend to agree with you. I don't know that there's enough there, right? It's got to be conclusive, beyond a reasonable doubt, that that ball did touch Bonner's hand last, because the call on the floor was out in Connecticut basketball. So it's got to be clear evidence. Mandy Richardson working the video monitor over here.
It's our third review of the night.
At
this
the scores table,
is by far the longest one. You see Dejanay Carrington chatting with her coach, Stephanie White. A great player in her own right.
A critical challenge here.
Indeed. Every possession so important. Talked about the high-scoring first half, 45 first-half points by LA, and certainly have felt the defensive muscle of Connecticut in the second half.
So we have a verdict.
A verdict.
It's going to be an unsuccessful challenge here. So it'll be Connecticut basketball. 3:02 left, 20 on the shot clock.
Rickea and Dewana have been having just some great conversations all game long.
Here's Mabry. Skip pass over to Bonner, baseline, Jay. Grazes front rim. Jones there, offensive rebound, but couldn't get it. Rare miss from Jones on the inside. Got a clean look at it there. Sparks another opportunity to tie or take the lead. Here's Stevens on the attack. Jump shot no good from the foul line. Approaching 2.5 in this one. Mabry, high screen, pocket pass, Thomas. Cross court, Carrington sets her feet for three. Big bucket from Dejanay Carrington.
Sends that one out to San Diego.
She's got 17. Her first triple of the night. And Alyssa Thomas now with the triple-double.
Her third of the season, 12 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists.
And another steal here for Thomas. Leaves it behind for Bonner. Out to Carrington. Sun gonna take their time. Here's a cutting Jones. Loses it, regains it, up and in over Hamby, plus the foul. Just the mettle, the resolve of this Connecticut Sun team showing itself here in the second half.
And the difference that Brianna Jones makes when she's on the floor. How many plays like that has she made tonight?
Timeout taken by Curt Miller and the Sparks. All of a sudden, it's an 8-point lead here for Connecticut. 1:56 to play.
6-0 run here. We saw earlier a 6-0 run, 8-0 run, and they just all add up to just propel this Connecticut team forward here in the fourth quarter.
Largest lead of the night for Connecticut.
If you like this game,
Sparks have the highest remaining in terms of strength of schedule in the WNBA. They got Connecticut right back here Tuesday, then a home and home with Seattle, and then Phoenix a week from Tuesday. And we'll have all these games for you on Spectrum Sportsnet.
And then you wrap the season up in Minnesota. The toughest remaining schedule in the WNBA right here with the LA Sparks. But it's all about the build. It's all about learning. It's all about just finding out where you are and get healthy for next year.
You see Alyssa Thomas there, triple-double tonight. The 11th of her career. The W's all-time leader in that category. It's been a 20-9 fourth quarter here for Connecticut. A lot of emphasis were placed on those middle quarters, Mary, but this closing quarter has been impactful for Connecticut as Burrell can't get the three, and rebound is taken by Bonner. We talked about the back and forth between Bonner and Jackson earlier tonight during warm-ups. Jackson and Bonner shared a hug and some words with one another.
What a pass.
As Carrington gets wide open there for the layup. You could see just how much respect Jackson has for Bonner and the respect that she's earned from Bonner as well. And those two have gone at it tonight. And here's Bonner coming up with the steal. DeWanna Bonner in transition. And a timeout taken by LA.
DeWanna Bonner, 3 points in the first half. And boy, she has brought it on both ends. Played 36 minutes in this ball game.
She's got 14 now. On 4 of 9 from the field. Shout out to our fantastic crew, Evan Moss, our AP, Steve Banta, our TD, our engineer, Sandus Icourse, Dave Moabeer. On audio, Omir Barzili, Danny Lambert, Eden Weber. On replay tonight, Michael Radin. Cameras, Richard Cheeto, Garrett Mann, David Theobald, Doug Draper, Tim Herrera, Anita Davies, our stage manager, our utilities, Ethan Gallagher and Rebecca Randall, our fantastic crew led by producer Mark Shaw, and J-Dub, our director. Sparks tonight all of a sudden find themselves down by 12, and that was a huge point of emphasis, being able to stop the run, and then what will happen if there is a run, right? Is it one of those, oh, here it comes again type moments? And I think maybe we might have seen that just now and here, prompting that timeout from Kurt Miller. As you could see some shoulder slumping a little bit here as Connecticut has closed this game with a surge.
Well, this Connecticut team has played a lot of games together over the years. This year, injuries have not played a major role. I mean, Alyssa Thomas has started every game. Bonner has played in every game. Carrington has missed just 1 game. Ty Harris has missed just 1 game, started most. I mean, this is a team that really knows each other. They've meshed, they're working well. And this is a must win. They've lost 2 straight at home. And this is the start of a 4-game, very important road trip for them.
Trying to get into that 2 spot if they can. They were there and bumped out of it after that loss to Vegas on Friday night. Jason Waterhouse, Chris Hill also on our crew. These folks have been doing a fine job all season, and a timeout taken by Stephanie White here. 55.1 left. Alyssa Thomas, 11th career triple-double tonight.
Yep, let's watch greatness. Gets it and goes, pushes it. That's the power forward move there. But a player that just transformed herself into an Olympian and one of the best players in the WNBA.
5 of 11 field goals tonight. 12 points, 11 assists, 10 rebounds. Those 5 field goals. We mentioned earlier that she passed Nikisha Sells, actually tying Nikisha Sells for all-time field goals in Connecticut Sun history. So the next one will put her in front and in sole possession of the lead.
If you're old school and you've been around, you know just how great Nikisha Sells was.
You see Thomas, they call her the engine, really makes this thing go for Connecticut. And it's something that Team USA wanted to draw out of her over in Paris during the summer. Wanted that grit, that tenacity from Alyssa Thomas as they were able to go on and win a gold medal. Cheryl Reeve was huge on that and pulling that out of her. Sun emptied their bench. Caitlin Bickle into the game. Rickea out of Baylor. As Ty Harris unable to beat the shot clock there. Veronica Burton on the floor along with Nelson Adota, Ty Harris, the aforementioned Bickle, and Astu Dufall in there. Dufall,
we've
first action in the last 4 games.
Talked about the snowball effect, a 20-3 run.
Talbot unable to get that 3 there. Rebound, Dufall, 7th-year player out of Spain. We talked about it, Mary. I mean, this is a Sparks team that, despite the record, the competitiveness, the competitive nature has been there all season long. It's been just on the wrong side of some very, very close games.
Indeed.
And this one ends up being a double-figure loss.
But Coach Kurt Miller, the staff, these players keep talking about the build and where they're going and getting healthy.
Another one of those situations, 12 points doesn't necessarily really tell the tale of the story of this game, which the Sparks really controlled the middle 2 quarters of it. Unfortunately, unable to get to the finish line here tonight and lose this one 79-67. These same 2 teams will battle here on Tuesday, and a game we'll have for you on Spectrum Sportsnet.
Get your ice bags out.
Connecticut Sun improving to 25-10 on the year. Sparks dropping to 7-28. That's going to do it from Crypto.com Arena, downtown LA. It's a 79-67 win for Connecticut. For our producer, Mark Shaw, director, J-Dub, Mary Murphy, Nikki Kay, and our entire crew, I'm Rashawn Haylock, saying so long. Don't miss our next telecast Tuesday at 7 p.m. when the Sparks host the Sun right here on Spectrum Sportsnet. We thank you for watching our coverage of your Los Angeles Sparks.